Hello everyone. Today I'm going to prove that I, Mr. Obvious, am the true centrist. Here we have Tim Pool, the communist, who thinks he's a centrist. Oh, I'm so tired of it. Oh, I'm so tired of it, folks. I'm tired of Tim Boy, Tim Pool, calling himself a centrist. Oh, I'm a centrist. I'm in the middle. Meanwhile, the political compass test says he is a communist. And literally everyone calls him out. You're far left, dude.
Admits, I already know for the most part what my political leaning is, hence the hyperbolic, facetious title of this video. No, I'm not literally a communist, but...
Yes, you are, Tim Pool. Yes, you are. You're far left. Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Obvious, and today I'm gonna prove that I'm the real centrist. Now, Tim Boy here, he took this political test, spent a rather long time on it, I must say. And he had a lot of leftist beliefs. He's not a centrist like he claims. See, this is what the political compass says. He's far left. He's far left. He's nowhere near, no matter how you look at it. So this is his compass test. We're going to compare it with mine. He's economic left-right, negative 6.5, socialist, libertarian / authoritarian, which is funny. It's really funny because I'm like on the opposite political spectrum, philosophy-wise. Like I would call myself a libertarian authoritarian, but on the right side, on the right side, the right wing. But let's take this test. Let's see. Let's prove that I'm the real centrist. Or actually, we'll just see what my results are. If I'm not in the center, this whole video is pointless. Okay, so here, the political compass test. Page 1 of 6. Just a few positions to start with concerning no less how you see the country and the world. Okay. If economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations. This is a really stupid question. I really hate the political compass test. This is a really stupid question. It depends. The interests of humanity, what does that mean? Because you have different countries, you have different cultures. The interests of the Chinese are not the interests of America. There should be a middle option here. This is stupid. I guess we'll have to go with agree. Barely. I would pick middle if there was an option. That's why I hate these tests. I'd always support my country whether it was right or wrong. Strongly agree. No one chooses his or her... Oh yeah, you heard me right, damn it. Our might is right. There's no such thing as good and wrong. If you're the winner, if you're on the winning side, you're good. If you're on the losing side, you're bad. Boo-hoo. Why wouldn't I side with my country? Another country would do it to you if you didn't do it to them. No one chooses his or her country of birth, so it is foolish to be proud of it. Strongly disagree. Man, this time around, I swear to God, I'm gonna get not a center, but we'll see. We'll see if I'm more center than Tim Pool. Our race has many superior qualities compared to other races. Our race? Who? Literally who? I hate these tests. It's another stupid loaded question, I swear to God. I'm just going to put disagree slightly. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Agreed. Military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. Military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. It's always justified. Screw your international law. Screw you. Who gives a shit? You got an army? Huh? Do ya? No? Then I don't care. There's now a warring fusion of information and entertainment. Strongly agree. Strongly agree. You say as you watch Mr. Obvious and his hopefully entertaining content. Test number 2. Now the economy. We're talking attitudes here, not the FTSE index. Probably invented by a leftist, so how accurate could it be? People are ultimately divided more by class than by nationality. That's a tough one. It's a very, very tough question. I don't know what they mean by this. Do you mean the country? Because there's huge differences between countries. Huge. Huge. But I assume this is a left versus right question. Well, from the relativistic standpoint, I suppose, there's a bigger difference between someone poor and someone rich, regardless of the culture. So, let's say strongly agree with this. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. Another stupid question. Why is it one or the other? High unemployment is going to cause inflation, and high inflation is going to cause unemployment. This is a stupid question. Why can't I get a middle toggle? In this case, I'm going to disagree, because you need people to work. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulation. Well, I don't really care about the environment, but I strongly agree. They ain't gonna do shit on their own. From each according to his ability to each according to his need is a fundamentally good idea. The first part is, the second part is not. The whole need thing, it depends on how, I gotta look what is the meaning of this? I gotta look it up. Okay, so this is a Karl Marx thing. Strongly disagree. Let's just disagree a little. Because I feel like there's something in there, but it is a sad reflection of our society that something as basic as drinking water is now bottled, branded, and consumer product. What a hippie question. Yes, it's sad because plastic is crap and it's not good for the water. No, it's not sad that it's bottled. I would never be dumb enough to buy bottled water, but at the same time, I have no problem with, products. I have a problem if they steal the drinking water and they say we can't collect rainwater, then you can go fuck yourself. Seriously. Anyone who says we're not allowed to collect rainwater, as far as I'm concerned, is guilty of treason and should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. So, agree, disagree. Agree, disagree. I guess I'll agree a little. Land shouldn't be a commodity to be bought or sold. Disagree. Stupid idea. Stupid. We need personal property. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. Now, I have a problem when all the land is bought by a select few. That is a problem, which is why I put degree and not strongly disagree. It is regrettable that many personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money and contribute nothing to their society. Now, this is misleading because, yes, some people just manipulate money, and no, some people contribute to the economy. Okay, money just doesn't sit around. To get value out, you have to put value in. I feel like the people who make these things have a fundamental misunderstanding of economics. But I'm going to slightly agree, just because I hate rich, lucky bastards who are born rich, okay? Screw them! Protectionism is sometimes necessary in trade. Absolutely agree. The only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver a profit to its shareholders. Disagree. Because this is unsustainable, We're going to burn the oxygen in the air, and there's no air left. But for money, you see that there's a problem with just being driven by profit. Sustainability is important. The rich are too highly taxed. Yes and no. Their taxes are higher, but they don't pay those taxes. So it's like, again, I want to put the middle. Give me a middle. I guess we'll just put disagree. Because, they are taxed more, but they don't pay the taxes. So it's like, not really. Those with the ability to pay I'll put agree since I know what they mean. Yeah, I know what they mean. Guys. See, do I answer the question that I see it as? Or do I answer the question I know they're asking? That's the problem with these tests. These people, this is built on biases and fundamental misunderstandings. So this person means the rich are too highly taxed, as in, the taxes themselves are too high, assuming they pay those taxes. So, yeah, I disagree. Those with the ability to pay should have access to higher standards of medical care. And just to be clear, I support lower taxes for corporations and stuff. It's good for the economy. We gotta compete with other places. Those with the ability to pay should have access to higher standards of medical care. Agree. Government should penalize businesses that mislead the public. Agree. A genuine fear of market requires restrictions on the ability of predatory multinationals to create monopolies. Agree. The freer the market, the freer the people. Strongly agree. It's not a free society unless I can buy a McNuke. Okay, I'll agree with this. Whatever. Stupid ass question. Now look at some of your personal social values. Abortion, when a woman's life is not threatened, should always be illegal. I wish it would ask a different question. Is abortion morally wrong? The answer is yes. It is wrong. You're murdering someone, okay? Because if you didn't, that person would have been born. There's no logical argument you can make in which it is not murder. But I also think it should be legal. I also think there's way too many people, so. I guess I have to disagree. I want to agree, trust me, I do. All authority should be questioned. No, some authority should not be questioned. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. But on the same token, some authority should be should be questioned. These are stupid. Forces you to take a side even when you're in the middle. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Agree. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial basis. Agree. Say goodbye to the theaters about World War II. Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory. Oh, I disagree. I would remake the entire education system. Sure. All people have their rights, but it is better for all of us that different sorts of people should keep to their own kind. That's I mean, yes and no. On some level, yes. On some level, no. Again, let me pick the middle. I am the true centrist because I'm the one who understands. It depends. I'm going to put agree from a nationalistic standpoint. China should stick to its own hellhole, and America should be free. I don't know. I can't really answer this. I want to pick the middle because it really does depend. What are we talking about? I know what they're trying to say we're talking about. Oh, racist. And if you say no, you're just a bigot. Such a freaking morons. I understand what they're trying to say. I just don't agree with... they're just so biased. I'm going to put agree just to be a contrarian. Screw these people. I'll just put it this way. Some cultures do not mix. Good parents sometimes have to spank their children. Agree. It is natural for children to keep some secrets from their parents. That is natural. I don't agree with it, but it's natural. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offense. Strongly agree. I believe in total decriminalization of all substances. Period. I don't care what it is. Imagine a grown adult telling another grown adult what they can and can't consume. It's nonsense. Since when did the government become the arbiter of morality or of anything? Okay, we're not puppets. We're not slaves to be controlled. The prime function of schooling should be equip the future generation to find jobs. Wrong! I know what they're saying, but I disagree with this as a sentiment. The job of school should be to tap into the human potential of each person and develop that potential to its fullest extent. Now, I know this person thinks that finding jobs is the same thing, but it's not. So I'm going to agree, if only in meaning. People with serious inheritable disabilities should not be allowed to reproduce. Strongly agree. Okay, we have enough morons walking around because they aren't being naturally selected off a cliff thanks to all the safety warnings and labels on everything. We need some Darwinism, folks. You really think we need more morons in the world? Look at it's idiocracy. It's real. The most important thing for children to learn is to accept discipline. Strongly agree. Children these days have no discipline. I criticize myself as well. I lack discipline. I force myself to do things, but it's not the same thing as, true discipline. There are no savage and civilized peoples. There are only different cultures. Strongly disagree. You'd be a moron to think otherwise. Those who are able to work and refuse opportunity should not expect society's support. Strongly agree. When you are troubled, it is better not to think about it, but to keep busy with more cheerful things. What kind of question is this? I mean, it's better to think about it, but I go for cheerful things. First-generation immigrants can never be fully integrated within their new country. Agree. What's true, okay? What more needs to be said? What's good for most successful corporations is always ultimately good for all of us. Strongly disagree. No broadcasting institution, however independent in its content, should receive public funding. I'm going to agree slightly with that. Because, who's giving them the money? That's the question. How you see wider society? Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counterterrorism. Agree. The significant advantage of a one-party state is that it avoids all arguments that delay progress in a democratic political system. I'm going to agree. It's true. It does avoid delays, but sometimes you want that delay. But then again, look at our system. I mean, either way, you're screwed. I'll disagree. Although the electronic age makes official surveillance easier, only wrongdoers need to be worried. Strongly disagree. You're a moron if you think otherwise. The death penalty, come on, think about it. They could spy on you 24/7, control your behavior. You will be a slave. I am for freedom. Within reason, of course. The death penalty should be an option for the most serious crimes. I disagree. It should be an option for all crimes. So we're going to put agree. In a civilized society, one must always have people above to be obeyed and people below to be commanded. Agree. You need hierarchy. I don't see how we're going to fix that. Abstract art that doesn't represent anything shouldn't be considered art at all. Strongly agree. If it doesn't represent anything, it's not art. It's just garbage. In criminal justice, the punishment should be more important than rehabilitation. You see, in my criminal justice system, Rehabilitation is the punishment. You'd be stuck in a solitary cell for your entire sentence, not allowed to leave, not allowed human contact, in a small rectangle room. 2 years of that. We'll see if the criminals want to go back in the box. Yeah. Psychological rehabilitation. It would work. I guarantee it. In criminal justice, punishment, okay, I know what they mean. So we're going to say disagree here. It is a waste of time to rehabilitate some criminals. Agree, some criminals are psychopaths. They have no empathy, no emotion. Impossible to rehabilitate in most cases. Would make good soldiers. The business person and the manufacturer are more important than the writer and the artist. Agree. Without anyone to buy your art or your writings, working manufacturer and business jobs, there is no economy, so yeah. Mothers may have careers, but their first duty is to be homemakers. Agree. Agree. Think about it. You know what? Yeah, agree. I'm not saying they can't work, but if both parents are working, who the heck is taking care of the kids? Who's at home? It's no wonder that children are so messed up. Multinational companies are unethically exploiting the plant genetic resources of developing countries. I'm going to say no, because I don't care about other countries. Making peace with the establishment is an important aspect of maturity. Fuck you. Page 5 of 6. If you got through that okay, you'll find these propositions on religion a breeze. Astrology accurately explains many things. Strongly disagree. Pseudoscience. You cannot be moral without being religious. Strongly disagree. Yeah, no, it's a cult. I don't need a cult. Charity is better than Social Security as a means of helping people genuinely disadvantaged. Ooh, that's a tough one. Charity is pointless because it's all a scam, but Social Security is also pointless because it's a scam. I'm going to give the edge to charity. Some people are naturally unlucky. Agree. Okay, we don't control what happens to us. And it's true. You can change your outlook. You can change the way you look at the world, and you can artificially increase your luck. But true luck, which is just random events, if the universe is deterministic, your fate is sealed. So, we're going to say agree. Let's just say strongly agree. You like if your house is gonna explode tomorrow, you have no control over that. Whether you're in the house or you survive or not, that's random chance. And random chance is what luck really is. It is important that my child instills religious values. Disagree. Sex outside marriage is usually immoral. Depends on how you look at it. I'm gonna agree. Just because there's so many degenerates out there. A same-sex couple in a stable, loving relationship should not be excluded from the possibility of child adoption. Disagree. The rate of, I disagree for a good reason. Okay, rates of degeneracy among same-couple people are higher. There's other considerations. And also, studies have shown that it is inferior. All forms of family are inferior to a regular relationship. Studies have shown this. Don't shoot the messenger. Pornography depicting consenting adults should be legal for the adult population. Agree. What goes on in private bedroom between consenting adults is no business of the state. It depends. Are they furries? we gotta draw a line somewhere. What goes on private bathroom between yeah, okay, we're gonna agree. Keep them out of no kink shaming by the state. No one can naturally feel homosexual. Yeah, I get it. Disagree. You've got a brain problem. These days, openness about sex has gone too far. Strongly agree. It's gone way, way, way too far. Now let's see. Where do I stand? I may have to change the entire title. Let's see. Am I a centrist? Our standard for centrist is more centrist than Tim Pool. So let's see. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. They're showing the political compass. I don't care. I'm surprised. Isn't it amazing how they make the bad man from World War II like right of center, but really he was left of center? Yeah, okay. Oh, boom, 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 boom. What the fuck? Man, this political test is broken. So here are my results, and as you can see, I am in fact a centrist. Booyah, booyah, booyah. This test is broken, by the way. I'm definitely over here, okay? But this just goes to show that I'm far more of a centrist than Tim Pool, okay? Now, the reason that it's showing it like this instead of like over here where I actually am is because of the bias of the questions. The political compass test is fundamentally flawed. It changes depending on how you view the questions. And the questions themselves, like, I know what they mean, but they're wrong. So, don't get confused by this. Oh no, he's actually a leftist. No, I'm not. Not by far. They got the libertarian part right, and they got the authoritarian right. But I'm basically in the middle, because on one hand, I want absolute freedoms, but on the other hand, I do want the government to, control some things. We have to have a few laws, Anyways, boom. There you have it, folks. I, Mr. Obvious, am the true centrist. Okay. Tim Pool, he's not allowed to call himself a centrist anymore. He's a commie. I, Mr. Obvious, am the true centrist. I'm the true centrist, okay? I don't want to hear none of this nonsense about, Mr. Obvious, you're so extreme. You're so mean. Oh. No, you've seen it right here, folks. I am the true centrist, and I shall take up the mantle of milquetoast fence sitter. I am in the center. Booyah! Okay, so if you want someone who understands aspects of both the right and the left, well, you come to me. Okay. Do you want communism? Oh, I think this goes without saying that despite the fact that you might think that I was the more bad, big baddie version, actually, I'm more balanced. You see, some people are delusional. They don't understand that so many things depend. So really, I'm in the middle. But that doesn't mean I'm in the middle. So I think it goes without saying at this point, I'm the true centrist. But that's merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. If you like the content, be sure to subscribe. Hit the bell button. Smack it. Smack it. Smack it like your mama's behind. If you want to support the content that I make, check out the links in the description. Got Patreon, Subscribe Store, PayPal, Bitcoin, whatever you're into. I won't kink shame. As always, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.